welcome back to Bandwagon Sports, and also welcome back to the San Jose Sharks GM mode here on HLM 22. I almost said 21. We're not on 21 anymore. But anyways, last time when we left off, we got a good amount of simulating done. We simulated just up past the All-Star break here. As you can see, I played the All-Star game last episode. And the goal for this episode probably is to get to the trade deadline, and for next episode, maybe make a couple trades and then simulate for the rest of the year. And if we're in the playoffs, great. If not, we'll do the off-season episode. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the video. So if you guys watched the last episode, you'll remember that I put Ryan Merkley on the trade block, our 22-year-old right-handed shot defenseman, offensive defenseman, and the reason behind that I explained back last episode as well, but basically 22 years old, 76 overall. I didn't see a lot of growth from him in the offseason, and he's actually declined in his point production this year, so my thinking is maybe we can get a guy either the same age, a year younger, maybe 2 years younger, with the same potential, and, you know, just overall a more promising prospect than Merkley. If I don't get offered anything for him by the trade deadline, I will probably just do a manual trade, but in terms of Merkley, the future with him is really unknown right now, but I thought I would bring that up to you guys. And now the first game of the episode is against a powerhouse Avalanche team, and already early on, Burakovsky gets them on the board. DeBrusk with his 15th ties it up for the Sharks. I'm really loving that acquisition right about now. He's looked great in the Sharks uniform. Dahlin and Meyer get to Jonathan Dahlin with his first. Kadri gets his 30th of the year. DeBrusk with an assist on the Meyer goal. Mikko Rantanen ties the game late in the third, and we are going to overtime. We're not a good overtime team, but Timo Meier buries his second of the game. DeBrusk with a 3-point night, and the Sharks with a huge win here in San Jose. Wins like that are definitely huge, and against teams like Colorado, we're going to need to pull a few of them out. Next here, we got Montreal under 500, Seattle above 500, and this will take us up to the first. We get a win against Montreal, but we lose against the Kraken, and Radim Simek, he's going to miss 48 days for the Barracuda. That's a pretty big injury, so let me edit this all up. So, Radim Simek has been replaced in the AHL. The next two games, we got the Islanders, and I accidentally clicked on Kevin Labanc, and we got the Hawks, so another team that's above 500 and another team that's under, but overall just two teams that are floating around 500 just like us, and ooh, I'm going to decline that. We get a win against the Islanders, but a loss against the Blackhawks. We're just really stuck in this win one, lose one mindset right now. We have worked our way up to 6th. Anaheim is tied with us, but we do have one more win than them, so we currently hold that 6th spot. Next game up here is Nashville. They look like a powerhouse in the Central this year, but we muster a OTW, and I'm actually going to quickly take a look here at Twarynski, and I'll be right back. So nothing there with Carson Twarynski, but we got a very good Flames team and a really bad Canucks team here in the Central. So the Canucks are in 8th, the Flames are in 2nd. Again, two very different teams we're playing here, and we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping for 2 wins, 7-2 L to the Flames and a 7-1 L to the Canucks. Holy moly, we just got blown out by the 19-win Canucks, and yeah, we're back down to 7th place now. Definitely not where you want to be. We got Seattle here. Again, they've come down a little bit. Their last one came against us, so let's see if we can get one here. No, we lose 3-2 to the Kraken. The Ducks at 25, 26, and 7. Let's see. Darren Radish, no thank you. And a 5-4 win against the Ducks. That's really good. Alright, the next game is against the 31, 22, and 6 Washington Capitals. We are about halfway through simulation, by the way, and an 8-4 loss. We have let in a lot of goals recently. We got another game here against the Avalanche, 29-24, and then the Hawks, who are under 500. Let's see if we can at least pull one win here. Shutout against the Avalanche. And, oh, Nick Merkley suffers a lower body injury. He's going to miss 17 days. That's not Ryan Merkley. That's Nick Merkley, the center. Yeah, that's a decent injury in the AHL. So we end up going 1-1 yet again. A great shutout win against the Hawks, but then we lose, or a great shutout win against the Avalanche, but then we lose to the Blackhawks. We got two pretty good teams here. Arizona turned their team around really quickly. We get a win against them. Oh, Dan Vladar on waivers. I am definitely taking a look at him. So Daniel Vladar, a 25-year-old high-low starter goalie, coming from Calgary. He's 83 overall. He had a huge jump from last year to this year. And last year in Stockton, 60 games played, 26 wins. He struggled a lot, but this year in Calgary, actually, 14 wins in 24 games, a 906 save percentage, 2 shutouts. This is definitely a guy I want to pick up, especially with the goaltending troubles this year. I think that Dan Vladar could be a great player for us, so I am definitely going to pick him up and see if we can make a successful claim here. So a 33-win Minnesota team, and can we get Dan Vladar? Let's see here. A 5-1 loss against the Wild, and Buffalo wants to trade us Dan Vladar, so they made the claim successfully. That's really unfortunate. We lose 5-1 to the Wild as well. We're down in 6th, 3 points behind the Ducks, and we are basically at the trade deadline now. So we got this one game against Seattle, and we do have a trade offer for Ryan Merkley. Let me go take a look at this. So here, just a day before the trade deadline, we were offered a very interesting trade from the Edmonton Oilers. They want Evander Kane. So just like in real life, they're pursuing him. And 3 years left at $7 million. He's 31 years old. And yes, he is a really good player. He's one of the best players on the team this year. Currently sitting at 55 points and 31 goals in 64 games played, and he hasn't even had an injury yet in the series. And yeah, this is a really tough one for me. But let's just take a look at what they want to offer us. I did edit this trade a little bit. The first and the third was base, but I added in left-handed defenseman Marcus Niemelainen, 24 years old, left-handed shot, top 6 potential at 78 overall. He's going to be a really good shutdown defender, kind of like a Marc-Edouard Vlasic is right now, sitting at 74 offense and 81 defense. And you can also see he had an 8 overall point progression last year in the offseason. So this is a guy I would definitely like to bring in if I can. I'd like to give a shot to him. We definitely need some better defensive depth, and if they accept this, I'll do it, but if not, I just don't think I can part ways. And there we go. Evander Kane is gone on the Edmonton Oilers, and the first and third was for 2024 too. I think the third might be for this year. I'll actually take a look for for you guys. Yes, the third is for this year. The 2024 first is for next year, and thank you, Evander Kane, I guess. So now with Evander Kane gone, you can see what the new lines look like. A lot of weakness there on the left side, but, you know, Eklund should become an elite level left winger for us. We got a lot of young guys on that side as well. And for the special teams, I put Ryan Donato in there to replace Kane, and he was not on the penalty kill. So, yeah, pretty big move there. I definitely didn't expect to do that this episode, but there you have it. Evander Kane is off the team and in Edmonton, just like real life. So to end the video, I want to look at a couple prospects and also a couple guys in our own system that are standing out to me. And the first prospect in this 2023 draft I want to look at is right-handed defenseman from the Valdor Fourier. I don't even know how you pronounce the team, but Mathieu Fortier, and he's a right-handed defenseman, 5'8", 179 pounds, and I'm going to assume, yeah, he is an offensive defenseman, and he has a really, really good offensive category. As you can see there, 80 to 90, he has 70 to 80 defense, and he's been, you know, consistently in the top 5 for the whole year, and he is currently going off in Valdor. 30 goals and 89 points in 56 games. Last year, he looked amazing as well with 18 goals and 77 points. And yeah, this guy is going to be an elite offensive defenseman for years to come, probably. I'm going to assume he's a high elite, but yeah, this is one guy that I would definitely like to pick up if I can, especially most likely trading Ryan Merkley before the draft. A guy like Mathieu Fortier would be huge for this team. I don't know if I've talked about this guy yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but Majeski is another guy who, closer to the bottom of that top 10. He's currently sitting at number 10. He has been for the past 3 months, but this is a very, very good player sitting at the bottom of the top 10. Peter Majeski, 6'1", 194 pounds. He is a two-way forward with a right-handed shot, and he can play center or right wing. So I like that versatility. We can move him around the lineup if we need to. I don't know his motivation. I'm going to assume it's probably high top 6. But he is going off this year. 52 games played, 47 goals, 107 points already, and he dominated last year as well in Mississauga. This is a guy who I definitely want to get a high face-off percentage, high volume offensive player, and he probably has some decent defensive skills as well. Point per game in the playoffs and internationally, doing what he can for that Czech team. But Peter Majeski, another guy who I really like, and if we get that spot at the bottom of the top 10, this might be a guy I look to draft. So now taking a look at our prospects, the first one I want to look at is Benjamin Goudreau. He is a 20-year-old netminder. We drafted him in the 3rd round in 2021. And he did grow decently last year despite an upsetting year. As you can see, only 11 wins and an .876 save percentage. Pretty dreadful if you ask me. But this year in Sarnia, he's really turned his game around. Only 9 wins in 27 games, but a .914 save percentage. The defense is kind of leaving him out to dry, it seems like. And I've really liked what I saw from Goudreau this year. This season looks promising, and I'm really hoping he can jump into a low to mid 70s next year and hopefully get an AHL backup role. I'm also going to take a quick check in here on Thomas Bordelo, 21-year-old center, drafted in the 2nd round in 2020, I believe. But yeah, low top 6. Don't even mind that. A great offensive category, 74 overall, and he is killing it in Regina this year. 54 games played, 31 goals, 73 assists for 104 points. He's definitely taken a more playmaker approach to this season. Last year, Regina didn't even make the playoffs despite Bordelo's great year, and he stepped it up even more this year. I'm really hoping Regina can make the playoffs, go at least on a little bit of a run, and he played great at the World Juniors last year as well. So this is a guy who I'm really hoping can crack the NHL at some point during his career, but only time will tell. So that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, of course. And next episode, I'll probably start with a slow-sim game against the Seattle Kraken, and then if we don't get another offer from Merkley that intrigues me, I already have a trade set up that I like. Definitely an interesting one. I definitely think you guys will like it as well. It's a pretty fair value trade, but anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you all so much for watching again, and I'll catch you all in the next one. But for now, bye.